Hey guys, Grimtrigger here, and this is gonna be my top 10 Transformers figures of 2021. Now, just a couple of rules. One, these are figures that I actually own, not figures that are good but I haven't been able to get. Just because you don't really know how good the figure is until you have it in hand. And the other one is this is based on my acquisition date, not on release date. So yeah, releases in Australia are a bit fuzzy. Sometimes they don't get here like 6 months after. So if you see an old figure here, yeah, that's just because we acquired it late, or I personally acquired it late. So yeah. Okay, to start with, I'd like to show you 10 figures that I really liked from this year that didn't really make the cut. Maybe because there's other figures that are better, or I just had more fun with. These could all easily be in a lot of people's top 10s. But yeah, they just didn't make my personal cut. So this guy, Ramjet, awesome redeco of the Earthrise Seeker mode. I'm just not a big fan of the Seeker mode, but I really like this three color. That's why it's top 10. Air Razor is basically the best version of Air Razor we've gotten, I guess ever, right? Same with No here. That this is the best Sharkticon mode that we've gotten, and I've seen a lot of people army build this guy. Um, this guy is from the 4-pack. This Buzzworthy Bumblebee 4-pack. It's probably the best retail Bumblebee except for the alt mode. It's just the mold and the colors. Although we did get one from Netflix, but I think the colors work better for this guy. He's my Bumble Jumper on the shelf. Of course, we have Netflix Optimus Prime. He's good, but we've gotten a lot of versions of Optimus Prime, so I thought I'd park him for a bit. Hot Rod as well, very good figure. A little bit scary in some parts in transformation just because of the clear plastic and stuff like that. But all in all, an awesome figure. Not in my top 10. This guy, I was really debating putting Iron Factory Galvatron just because of how fun and posable he is. He would have, yeah, he's probably in my number 11. So not in top 10, but 11. Sound Blaster, again, an awesome mold. Pretty dated at this point, and the alt mode is not accurate Soundwave cassette player, but still awesome. Brainstorm, I've been wanting a Brainstorm for a long time. So even if it's an older mold, I had to put him in my top 10. And this not Netflix, this Nemesis Optimus Primal mode, really good mode as well. Really lovely deco, but yeah, just didn't make the cut in my top 10. So yeah, let's proceed to the top 10. And to start off, number 10 has to go to New Age Darius. And I specifically got this version, the G1 version, just because I like this deco. He would have been higher in my list if not for a few niggles. I don't really like the hand choices that New Age gives you. And there's some looseness on the face, so the faces on mine tend to pop off. So while I wanted him as a pocket figure, I can't really bring him anywhere just out of fear of losing the faces. But yeah, really nice figure, nice deco, serviceable out mode, really posable as well. But yeah, just a few niggles, and he or else he would have been higher in my list. But yeah, number 10, New Age Darius. And I hate to do this, Dinobot is my favorite character out of all Transformers fandom, or at least he was until recently. But yeah, I hate to put him in number 9. This is a really awesome mold, really good transformation, really posable, and probably the most screen accurate Dinobot we've gotten in regular retail. Of course, the masterpiece is better because masterpiece. But yeah, for us chunk collectors, this is probably the best we can get. um he would have been higher if he had better paint apps. Lads, that's the main thing with this guy. I think they cheaped out on the paint apps. If they released a version of this guy, uh maybe at a leader price point with better paint apps and a lot of accessories, I'd probably grab it. No questions asked. But as it is, still my number 9 figure of the year. And number 8 goes to the Ark. Now I know that's mainframe. The Ark, this is just the legs of the Ark, but I didn't want to bother trying to squeeze him in frame. He's huge. You know what he looks like. But anyway, the Ark, I know he's not a favorite of the fandom, just because he's not really supposed to transform and stuff like that. But I really like this figure, not because of the robot mode or anything, but because of the nostalgia. There's a lot of callbacks, G1 callbacks in this figure. Lots of little Easter eggs, from the golden disc to the Action Master mainframe callback. There's a lot of things that us old school Transformers fans like, that they squeezed into this set. And now he's actually in clearance or on sale on a lot of shops. So if you can get him and is even mildly interested, I'd recommend you get him. So yeah, number 8, Titans class, the Ark. Okay, number 7 has to go to Beast Wars Megatron. Now this guy is really awesome. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be in task 7. I guess I can put him higher, but there's a lot of good releases in this year, so 7 is the best I can do for this guy. I really like what they did with this guy. The experiments they did on the softer plastic, rubbery skin is cool. The transformation is awesome. The beast mode itself, while not accurate to the original cartoon, is also really good. So yeah, nothing much to dislike about this guy. You could say the rubbery plastic tends to warp and all that, but other than that, he's really awesome. And if you're a Beast Wars fan, you probably have this figure already. And outside the masterpiece, I keep saying is, but outside the masterpiece, this is the best Beast Wars Megatron that we've gotten so far. So yeah, number 7, Beast Wars Megatron. And this is a bit of cop out, but number 6 and number 5 would go to Grimlock and Slug from the Studio Series line. Push comes to shove, I'd say Grimlock is number 6, Slug will be number 5, just because I like the alt mode on Slug just a tad better. But for all intents and purposes, they're practically tied for 5th and 6th place. These are the best mainline. I should stop saying that, but these are the best mainline Dinobots that we've gotten. They blow the Power Primes one clear out of the water. And yeah, I'm actually quite excited to see them release the other Dinobots, if not in the Studio Series 86 line, maybe in the Legacy line. So yeah, they'll probably be in my top 10 next year once they release those other Dinobots. So yeah, number 5 and number 6, Grimlock and Slug. And number 4 has to go to Commander class, Optimus Prime. Now, this is one figure that I really like, but had a few misgivings just because of some of the issues I have with the posability. It's not that it has less articulation. I think he has more articulation than a lot of figures, but his articulation is a bit restricted or hindered. So yeah, but I really still like that they gave us Optimus Prime, and the decision to put him in a Commander class price point, so you can they can give us a more premium version of the figure, was I think a good decision on Hasbro's part. So yeah, number 4, Commander class, Optimus Prime. And this might surprise a lot of you guys, but my number 3 spot has to go to Kingdom Huffer. Now, I know this might not be in your favorite, might not even be in your top 10, but for me, this guy has the most functional articulation out of the whole Kingdom line, maybe out of the whole War for Cybertron line. Some can argue that Kingdom Optimus Prime has a lot more articulation, but this guy has a lot more functional articulation, if that makes sense. And he's really fun to pose, and it's really easy to make him look cool in action poses. And just to put it simply, he's a figure that I usually take along with me everywhere. That's just how much I like this guy. So yeah, definitely my top 3 figure of the year, Kingdom Huffer. And number 2 has to go to Iron Factory Optimal Optimus. Now I know we've gotten a few good Optimal Optimi across the years. You know, the Powered Primes one has been good. The Gorilla one has been good. But I really like this guy. Posable, you know, Iron Factory. You can put him in a pocket or take him in office, like I said about the other guy. Take him with you everywhere. Not much in terms of complaints. I know a lot of people don't like this guy. The alt modes are a bit meh, but that's how it is in the original cartoon anyway, so you can't really blame the figure. There's anything I would complain about this guy, the fingers seem to fall off quite easily, but that's really a minor nitpick. It's really fun and very fun to pose as well, which is, you know, my main thing anyway. The main selling point of toys to me anyway is the articulation. So yeah, number 2, it is Iron Factory Optimal Optimus. And number 1 has to go to Kingdom Galvatron. Now, I know it's a bit of cop out. I have 3 versions of him here. You can't go wrong with either of these two. That one is a bit specialized. Probably, you know, I won't choose him as my only version, but you can't go wrong with these two. And mine has been upgraded with Madness heads, which make them like 100% better as well. But even without the customization, I think this is an awesome mold. It's so good that actually it made me read up on my old Marvel US and Marvel UK comics. That's how good these guys are, and that has propelled Galvatron to be my new number 1 favorite character in all of Transformers. But yeah, number 1 on the list is Kingdom Galvatron. And that has been my top 10 of 2021. Now, I know my list is a bit different, but that's what's good about the fandom and collecting in general. You know, everyone has their opinion and everyone is entitled to their own opinions. These are my favorites and you might have your own favorites. Let me know if any of these figures made it to your top 10, or if none of these figures made the top 10. Just put it down on the comments and let me know what your top 10 favorites of this year are. So this has been Grimtrigger, and this has been the awesome top 10 figures of 2021. I hope next year is going to be as strong, if not stronger than this year when it comes to figure collecting. I really had a lot of fun collecting Transformers this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.